Good morning students, I am back again with another session of Science Chapter 1. Today we are going to study characteristics of living things. In the previous session we differentiated the living things and the non-living things, right? But today we will study the characteristics of living things in detail. So let us start. Number 1. Living things breathe. So living things breathe. We breathe through our nose, right? Fish breathe through gills. Plants breathe through stomata. Remember, plants breathe through the stomata. That is the tiny holes present on the leaves. Okay, so all living things breathe. We might use different organs to breathe, right? Depending upon the organism. But all living things breathe. Next, grow and die. All living things grow and die. In the case of human beings, a baby is born. The baby grows into a boy, then becomes old and then dies. In the case of a plant, a baby plant is grown, right? It becomes into a huge tree. So plants also grow and die. Human beings also grow and die. Same happens in the case of animals also. So all living things grow and die. Next, show movement. We can all move from one place to another, right? So living things show movement. Animals can also move from one place to another. Even plants show movement. Do you know how? If you touch the leaves of that touch me not plant, the leaves will close, right? Like this. So that means what? Plants also show movement. Next, need food and water. We all need food and water, right? You all have your 3 meals in a day. You all have food and water every day. Without food and water, our survival is difficult. Be it any living organism, they all need food and water. Next, feel. All living things feel. If I touch anything hot, I remove my hand quickly. Why? Because my hand might get burned. That means I am feeling the pain, right? Or I am feeling the heat. So our sense organs, eyes, nose, tongue, ears, they help us to feel the changes around us. Correct? And plants also feel. How can we say that plants feel? Plants don't feel anything particularly, but they can sense the changes around them. So if you keep a plant in the shade, it will grow towards sunlight. If the sunlight is coming from this side, the leaves will start growing this side. Okay, that means the plant is also sensitive towards the changes happening around it. Okay, next, reproduce. All living things reproduce. Human beings give birth to babies. Animals give birth to young ones or lay eggs. Animals like lion, tiger, cats, dogs, cow, they all give birth to young ones. On the other hand, fish, turtles, birds, there are certain animals and birds that lay eggs. So, these are the characteristics of living things. These are very easy, aren't they? Now let us do a question based on these characteristics. It is an objective type question. No need to write it down anywhere. Just try to answer it while I am doing it in the video. Okay? So here is the question based on our revision that we did today. So let's start. Choose the right function for the given examples. So here some examples are given. We have to read them and choose the right function. Okay? These are the functions performed by living beings. We have to read the examples and find the right function. Okay? Find the name of the right function. So the first one is a living being grows and its body size changes. So a living being grows and its body size changes. What is it? Is it reproduction? No. Is it sense? No. Is it movement? No. Is it growth? Yes. So I'll put a tick on growth and I'll write down here growth. So when a living being grows and its body size changes, it is known as growth. Next, whales breathe through lungs. So breathe through lungs, that means exchange of air gases. So that is it reproduction? No. Sense? No. Movement? No. It's breathing. What is it? Breathing. So I'll just put a tick on breathing and I'll write it down here. Okay. Next, we feel pain in our hand on getting a needle prick. If I get hurt by a needle or if I get pricked by a needle, then I feel pain in my hand. So what is it called? Is it called reproduction, sense or movement? It is called sense. Why? Which function is appropriate? It is the sense. Why? Because we are feeling the pain. Okay? Next, a hen gives birth to young ones by laying eggs. So for this, which function is appropriate? Reproduction or movement? It is called reproduction. It is an example of reproduction. Next, fish swim with the help of fins. So that is an example of movement. Okay. We move with the help of legs and fish move with the help of their fins. So I will write down here movement. Alright. So that's all for today's revision session. I'll meet you in another session. Thank you.